YouTube, 42, which way out here. And number one, to start out with, I'm not home. I figured I'd make a video in the car. I've been trying to make sure I upload every single day to show you guys what trades I'm taking. And, if you are new here, I'm not selling you a course. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a normal dude who trades every single day. As long as there's trades, God willing, right? We don't know what's going to happen in the market. We are at all-time highs as of right now. This morning we started out at what? Let's see, 275. Like, that's high. It was the highest it's ever been, record. So I'm going to be 100% transparent and just say, when you're trading in this kind of market, we don't necessarily know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen in any part of the market, regardless. You're going to get stomped out. It happens, man. I'm going to be completely honest. A lot of influencers are going to come on here. They're going to lie to you and tell you a whole bunch of BS about, I'm making $200,000 a day. Like, they might be from your money. Sure, they might be selling you courses and crap. I guarantee you they're making the money that way, right? But overall, building in the market, it's going to take you time, and that's why I try to tell people all the time is, have other income coming in at the same time. I try to be completely transparent, and say, hey, man, this is going to take time, but when you do and you listen to what I'm about to tell you, man, you're going to get really, really good at this, and eventually, I'm not saying you're going to win every trade, but you're going to win a majority of the trades you take. Even if it's 70% or 60%, man, and you know how to cut your losses, you're going to be in a really, really good profit and bring home more money for your family, so overall, today was like a $1,800 day, $1,825, I think, something like that. And I'm going to go over what happened. So number one, if you guys are new here, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe. It really does help this channel. It helps me out a lot. So I really appreciate it. That's all I'm asking you guys for. And this, again, is the NQ. It's all I trade. My Funded Futures. You guys can go check out in the description. I have my code on there if you want to support me. My Funded Futures is awesome. Top Step is awesome for, futures trading, which is what I do. Okay, so number one, I trade the 15-minute orb along with Confluence, all right? And today, it worked out perfectly, man. Absolutely magnificent. I cannot complain at all with what we saw today, okay? So number one, we have our 930 right here. All right, so we're gonna put this in here. Boom, and boom. We have a higher high and our lower low, okay? And that tells us pretty much what's gonna happen with the majority of the day from this turning point right here, right? So obviously, as you guys can tell, it was a pretty slow market today in the beginning of the day, right? So I was ready. I waited and I was ready, and I'm just gonna show you guys pretty much why I made the trade I make. You guys can go watch. I have every single other day, this week, last week, the week before that, show you guys what trades I took, win or loss, in between. And this was a pretty easy one to really spot out. We're on all-time high, so it's hard to know. Number one, I've been telling you guys to go with the daily bias more than anything. It's really important to look at your daily bias and your 4-hour bias to see where the trades are going. And, you can do that by checking right here on your day, to see if we're in the green or if we're going down, okay? And then today, it was bullish, it was bullish, but we're all-time highs, man. How much higher are we gonna go? We don't know. I could have gotten stomped out from this, and that's the risk that we take in the market, right? We don't know when, so we have to make sure we have our stop losses set and things in order to make sure that our psychology doesn't win over the market, okay? Your psychology is 99% of it. I'm gonna be 100% honest, because I've lost so many accounts that way, and I try to be real with you and tell you, yes, I have lost accounts. It's very easy to do, and it's your psychology, man, So overall, what we're looking for is a closure underneath the lower low or a closure above the higher high. As you guys can see, we have a closure below the lower low. At this point, I'm sitting here and waiting for the second candle to form to see what's going to happen. Are we going to go all the way back up and test these new highs? Or are we going to kind of stay on the bottom side, right? I saw there was not much movement at this point, and I took a risk. And that's what I'm going to tell you guys. I took a big risk. We didn't see much movement, between, 231 and 211. There's not that much movement going upwards in that direction to the top side. I took a big risk. I entered in right here, okay? And the reason being, we had the closure. Not much movement on that second candle. I wait 4 minutes into that second 5-minute candle to see where this one's going, which is this one right here. I wait 4 minutes in to make sure, there's not a massive bullish momentum in those 4 minutes. And all we saw was bearish, and that tells me we're probably going to move down quite a ways. So I jumped in right here, and I entered, I think I exited, I don't remember exactly what the number was, but it was like, if I remember right, it was somewhere up here in the 100s. It was like 110, I don't remember exactly the number. Obviously, as you guys can see, it went down a lot lower than that too. We went down all the way to 24,983. As you guys can see, price action, I don't really follow price action. I don't know how to explain. I just trade based off what I know, and I trade based off what I've seen for over a year in the market, and knowing, okay, well, we're in a down day, we're probably going to continue downwards, right? So at this point, a lot of people would have thought there was a reversal happening. Again, I've asked you guys this before. I've told you guys this before. Why is the reversal happening? If you're not seeing a reversal happening on a 15-minute chart at least, or a time frame, don't think it's a reversal, right? Because we could have seen this on the 15-minute. Let's just see, for example, and see what happens. So we see a 15-minute candle going up here, 15-minute candle going up here. But is that really showing you that this is a reversal? Because I wouldn't even have went into this genuinely for a reversal, because sometimes the market does move really, really high up and down, you know, on the same day. I wouldn't have entered until I saw 15 above, at least right there. Probably like even up here, to be honest with you. You know, seeing a complete 15-minute closure on top of that, you know, to really ensure that, you know, especially even if you really want to be safe on top of this, you know what I mean, where you're knowing it's going above the gap, because there's a massive 15-minute gap right here. And again, you don't have to listen to me. I'm not a financial advisor. You shouldn't be listening to me anyway. This is just how I trade. You know, if I saw a 15-minute closure on top of this, I know we might be going up to those higher highs. We might not. That's why I'm trying to be completely real with you, man, that you're not always going to be right. It's very difficult. The stock market is hard. It is not meant to be easy. It is meant to defeat you, but it is meant to destroy you as a man. You know, and that's why I got my God, man. Faith over fear. Jesus Christ, he guides me. He guides the way. It doesn't mean you don't lose. But I truly believe that if you put all of your faith in God and you believe in this and you work your butt off every single day and, you know, keep showing up, you know, things will get easier for you, bro. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everyone else out here will be making $25,000 a month, you know? And it's not easy, man. You know, that's why I'd be completely transparent and say it's going to take me a long time to build up to that point. You know what I mean? Where it's like making consistent payouts every single month, you know, like every single week. You know, you have to be careful too, because once your capital builds, you know, if you take a massive payout, you can lose if you don't have good risk management. I've done it before. You drop the whole account. Boom, gone. You know, and like it does happen. It happens more than you think it does. That's why I always tell people, when you're on a funded account, man, take your risk management. It's something I've really learned, especially as of late, is, you know, just keep your risk really small. You know, if you're in a $600 stop loss and you lose for the day, the hardest part and the best part about trading is just you have to walk away, man. I've done it too many times, and I've blown so many damn accounts by not listening to my advice I'm giving to you right now. Know when to walk away. On this trade, this was perfect. Everything about our strategy lined up. Confluence lined up. The trade lined up. We saw a massive downside, bearish, you know, price action today. It worked out good. You know, everything was great. And like I said, I am not a guru. You should not be listening to me. But at the end of the day, the strategy works, man. It works consistently with Confluence. So, and obviously, again, you have to look at other Confluences as well. Like, where is it going daily? Where is it going 4 hours? Those things all matter. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on this content. Daily trades. You know, you don't want to miss out on that. Seeing me be a doofus and lose and win, and hopefully continue to win the rest of this week and next week and go on a win streak. That's what my hope is. But again, the market is hard, man. You know, so we'll see what happens. And I love you guys, and faith over fear, man.